There is a weed that is taking over the world. It has many names. Some call it invasive, but others call it a superplant. Some call it a wonder plant, and some even say it's an ancient plant. But to me, it's a plant that needs no introduction. It's the one and only plant on our list for today, which is none other than Black Galingale. If you're new here, this is the channel where we talk about plants that have been overlooked or have been used in history for medicinal purposes. And boy, do we have a good one for you today. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Black Galingale is a very beautiful plant with a long taproot system and narrow sword-shaped leaves. It grows in a clumping habit and can grow up to 4 feet tall. It is a rhizomatous plant. That means that it spreads via underground stems called rhizomes. This is how it's able to form those large colonies, which are highly invasive in some parts of the world. It can spread over large areas quickly, much like bamboo. Black Galingale prefers moist soils, even those that are poorly drained. And while it does prefer full sun, it can tolerate partial shade as well. It is cold hardy down to zone 6 billion and can be grown as an annual in cooler climates. It is believed that the name Galingale comes from the Greek word for milk, referring to its milky sap. There are several species in the genus. The most popular one is known as Black Galingale, or more scientifically, Arthropodium candidum. This is the one that is most commonly sold in the horticultural trade, and is the one that is considered invasive in several regions around the world. This plant was first described by Carl Linnaeus in 1753 and is native to South Africa, Madagascar, Sri Lanka, India, Australia, and various Pacific islands. In recent years, it has become naturalized in tropical and subtropical regions worldwide. This plant is highly sought after by landscapers because of its clumping grass-like habit and striking appearance when planted in mass. It tolerates a wide variety of growing conditions and is very low maintenance. Unfortunately, due to its aggressive spreading nature, it can become invasive in non-native habitats, outcompeting native flora. While it is rarely invasive in its native range, it can become a major problem in places such as Florida, Hawaii, California, Texas, the Caribbean, Central America, and many other tropical regions. Traditional use suggests that it may have potential benefits for various health conditions. One study found that Black Galingale extract had significant antimicrobial activity against bacteria and fungi. Another study showed that it had hepatoprotective effects, meaning it can help protect the liver from damage. So now that we know what it is and some of the purported benefits, let's talk about how to grow it. Growing Black Galingale is relatively easy and can be done from seed or division. When growing from seed, it is best to start them indoors 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost. The seeds need light to germinate, so just sprinkle them on top of the soil and do not bury them. Keep the soil moist and place the pot in an area that will receive bright indirect light. Once the seedlings have grown to be about 2 inches tall, they can be transplanted outside. Galingale grows best in areas with plenty of moisture, so it is important to water it regularly during dry periods. It is also important to fertilize it regularly during the growing season. A balanced fertilizer can be used to promote healthy growth. Regular deadheading of spent flower stalks can help prolong the blooming period and keep the plant looking neat. With proper care, Black Galingale can provide an attractive and useful addition to any garden. So let's talk about some of the ways that it can be used. As mentioned earlier, it can be used medicinally as a diuretic, for urinary tract infections, for jaundice, mouth ulcers, skin conditions, and digestive problems. We already mentioned the antimicrobial and hepatoprotective properties earlier, but there are other potential benefits as well. For example, Black Galingale has been shown to have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, anti-cancer, and neuroprotective properties. It also has a long history of use as a traditional remedy for a wide variety of ailments. Another use for Black Galingale is as an ornamental plant. Its attractive foliage and flower stalks make it a popular choice for landscaping and garden design. It is often used in mass plantings to create a bold, eye-catching display. Now, let's talk about some of the pests and diseases that can affect Black Galingale. Generally speaking, this plant is pest and disease resistant. However, it can sometimes be affected by fungal diseases such as leaf spot and rust. These diseases can usually be controlled with fungicide. It is also possible for the plant to be affected by a number of insects, including aphids, spider mites, and mealybugs. These pests can be controlled with insecticidal soap or neem oil. So let's talk about why this plant is considered invasive in some areas. Black Galingale is considered invasive in many parts of the world because it is highly adaptable and can grow in a variety of conditions. It can outcompete native plants for resources such as water and nutrients, and can alter the balance of the ecosystem. In some cases, it can also cause economic harm by invading agricultural fields or natural areas that are managed for commercial purposes. That being said, there are steps that can be taken to prevent its spread. One approach is to avoid planting it in areas that are known to be at risk for invasion. Another approach is to control it through mechanical means, such as hand pulling or mowing. There are also a few herbicides that have been found to be effective in controlling Black Galingale. I think it's safe to say that Black Galingale is a truly remarkable plant. It has a lot of potential benefits and uses, but it can also be a serious threat to the environment in some areas. I hope that this video has given you a better understanding of this amazing plant. And if you have any experiences with growing or using Black Galingale, please share them in the comments below. Also, if you enjoy learning about plants and herbs, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.